Hi, this is Trey Pastor. Welcome to my review of Black Christmas 2019 version. Okay, I wanted to see this movie because, like I said, I saw the trailer, like I think back in October, and I saw the lead actress in this, Imogen Poots. I really liked her. I saw her. I think the first time movie I saw her was the Fright Night remake, and I've seen her in a few other things over the years, and I really like her, so I wanted to see it because of her mostly. And of course, this is supposed to be like like another version of Black Christmas. I saw the 1974 version and really enjoyed that movie. the 2006 version I didn't see, so but I heard it was not as great as the 1974 version, which I really liked. Okay, and the ending for that version is just really creepy. Okay, so this one I want to see, and I saw the trailer for this, like I said, back in October, and I did a trailer reaction, I think a couple of weeks ago when I knew this was coming out on the 13th of December. But I have to say, this movie, first of all, they shouldn't have called it Black Christmas at all because the only similarities to this one and the 1974 version is that killings take place at a sorority. But other than that, it basically has nothing to do with that version at all. I mean, I can try to give them credit for trying to make it a little, change things up a little bit, but it's just really, it's a giant fail, and I'll tell you the reasons why. First of all, without spoiling it so much, the people behind the killings in this version of it, it actually makes no sense. It makes zero sense, and I'll tell you why. They try to make a movie like say girl power and all that stuff, but it fails on that level as well. And the people, like I said, the people behind the killings in this movie, okay, it makes zero sense why they're doing it. Okay, I mean, I got it still makes no sense. Even the way they explain it, it makes no sense. Because let's be honest, if all these sorority girls start disappearing, that the parents gonna wonder where they are. They're gonna start launch investigations, scream to high heaven. You're telling me they start killing young white girls at a college? It's gonna be all over the news, left and right. Okay, there's just no way that it can be covered up. Okay, with all these girls disappearing, there's just no way that it can be covered up. So the premise of the movie is a fail that way. They should have, like I said, whoever wrote this and directed it, because I see the actor, not the actress, but the writer and the director, and somebody else wrote it with the director as well. It's a giant fail. Okay, it makes no sense. Okay, and usually, like I said, Blumhouse is usually good with horror movies, but this one is a giant fail just because the premise makes no sense. Okay, these girls start getting killed, and you tell me this would be all over the news. This would be so forget about it. This. There's no way to cover it up. So I don't even if the people behind the killings, let's say even if they did what their ultimate goal was to be, and they even state what their ultimate goal is, there's no way they can cover that up. I'm sorry, just no way. You can't. All these girls can't be disappearing, and you can't cover that up. I'm just sorry. There's no way. This makes zero sense. Okay. Now, like I said, the actresses. Unfortunately, the actress Imogen Poots, she's a good actress, and I even say some of the other girls in this are pretty good. In this, and Cary Elwes, he's been in The Princess Bride and Saw and a lot of things different things over the years. And his part is kind of small in this, and he's the kind of guy that, and it's just again, it makes zero sense. That's why they should have named it Black Christmas. They should have named it something else. Okay, but the premise of the movie makes zero sense. Okay, and and like I said, the people behind the killings, there's no way they would have ever got away with it. So I mean, it makes zero sense why they would even do what they did. Okay, because there's no way in the world they're gonna get away with it. Okay, and I don't know if it was a thing with them. Oh, because the whole premise of this, they say, oh, because if you look at the premise of this movie, the description of it, it says Hawthorne College is quieting down for the holidays. One by one, sorority girls on campus are being killed by an unknown stalker. Again, my point: you're getting young white girls killed on. There's no way you're gonna ever keep that quiet or cover that up. Okay, just there's no way possible. Anyway, but the killer's about to discover that this generation's young women aren't willing to become hapless victims as they mount a fight to the finish. Okay, that premise could have been interesting if it was been executed better. Okay, with girls fighting back and stuff. Because what's that movie that I can't even think of the name of the movie. Well, I forgot the name of the movie. But the premise of the movie was where the girl, she just met her boyfriend. She went with her boyfriend to her his family's estate, and then they started getting killed left and right by these strangers and stuff. And then she, of course, had survival training from her father, so she started killing the killers. So, and I love that movie. That movie was awesome because just the way because she had training from her father and how to fight and how to survive, survival training. So she kicked butt and she kicked all the killers' butt. And that movie was beautiful and excellent. I absolutely love that movie. I can't think of the name of it, but that movie was excellent. This movie, not so much. Okay, and shame on the writer director. I know it's two women who wrote it, and the same woman, one of the women directed it. But this is a giant fail. Okay, because the premise makes no sense. Okay, this isn't, and I don't know if they thought it was going to be like a girl power thing, but it's just a giant fail. I'm sorry, just because the whole premise makes zero sense. Okay, at least the 1974 version, you have the premise of the guy coming back to the serial killer coming back to his home where he used to live and killing the sorority girls one at a time because he's crazy. Okay, so that's that's a nice premise for a movie. Okay, for a horror movie. But this one, the girls being stalked one by one, and then of course they turn to fight back. I don't have no problem with that, but the whole premise of it that they would, these girls would be getting killed left and right, and just because it's Christmas time and nobody's around. But come on, are you kidding me? You telling me these girls start disappearing and their parents and nobody's going to be concerned about that? There's no way to cover that up. The premise makes no sense. Okay, so unfortunately, this movie, I was looking forward to it, like I said, just because of the actress, but this is a giant fail, unfortunately. And I would have to give this movie I'll give it a 5, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll give it a 5, and I recommend you see the 1974 version. I didn't see the 2006 version, but now I think I want to just to wipe this version's taste out of my mouth. And like I said, they should have never named this Black Christmas because it's, again, and I'm disappointed in Blumhouse because usually Blumhouse does good. They're usually really good with horror movies, but this one is a giant fail, and they really they screwed the pooch with this one. The writing of this was just horrible. Just the whole premise of it was just horrible. And unfortunately, the actors do the best that they can, but I'm sorry, they're dealing with a stacked deck, and they can't rescue the horrible material. And it is what it is. So again, 5 out of 10, and that's mostly just because of the actresses that I like, and that the actresses were likable and stuff. But it's just they had a crappy movie. Okay. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you've seen Black Christmas 2019 version, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. I have links to my social media in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also have a link to my other channel called Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care. Oh yeah, there's one other thing I forgot to mention. And whoever edited this movie needs to be fired because there's a point in the movie where it jumps from one scene to the next with no context at all, and you go, what the hell happened? And I'm scratching my head, and the people in the theater with me are looking around. We're looking around at each other like, what the hell happened? Well, how did it jump from that scene to this scene? That was it was like insane the way it happened. So whoever edited this movie needs to be shot. Like I said, this movie is 92 minutes. Just wait for this movie to come on video if you want, or watch it on demand. Save your money. Don't go see it. I'm ashamed. Like I said, I only went to see it because I like the lead actress, Imogen Poots. I like her a lot, but I'm just so disappointed in this movie. Okay, later.